LinkedIn privacy and security. I know as professionals, we all use LinkedIn for different purposes. Some use LinkedIn to network, some use it to look for job opportunities. But then we need to make sure that we're doing everything in our capacity to limit the kind of information that are public while using LinkedIn. For many reasons, a big way that threat hackers can gain personal information is by using social media. And one of the primary platforms they use is LinkedIn. Threat actors can use this information on your LinkedIn to obtain your email addresses, your phone numbers, your job titles, locations, which is why it is very important to limit the amount of information that you share on LinkedIn. For instance, I will be showing you some ways by which you can limit the information that is available to public on your LinkedIn profile. So right now I'm signing into our LinkedIn account that I created for the purpose of this video. The first thing you need to do when you sign in is to go to Me Options. So once you click on these, you can click on Settings and Privacy. And this Settings and Privacy, you will see different options that you can edit. You can decide to take out some things. You can limit the information that can be available, especially when people Google your name on link on Google. What would come up for your LinkedIn profile, once you limit this, will be something that you're comfortable with, and not just information that you don't want the public to know. So first thing you can do is go to visibility, and this has different categories. It has different options. Your profile variant options. How do you want your profile to show to people? Do you want your name? Do you want your headline? So it depends on what you want. So for instance, do you want your full name? Do you want this to be private? And it depends on the kind of options that you want. So let's go to edit your public profile. This would let you know, do you want to limit your public profile to only people that are on LinkedIn that can see your information, and also who can download your email address? So for instance, in the public profile, you can limit, like I said earlier, you can limit the kind of information that will show up when people Google your name. It depends on what you want them to see. For instance, if you have friends on LinkedIn, for people that are already on LinkedIn, you can edit your profile. That way they can see the information that you would like to share. For instance, for the purpose of this training, the profile that I created for this account, it's set to public, so you can turn this off. Depends on what you want, and if you want, you can turn it off. But for the most times, it's important for you to just turn it off. There's no reason for you to have this information available, whereby people can Google you and find this information. So let's go back to settings and privacy. So you can go to visibility again. And from visibility, you can who can see members that you follow. You can change that to anyone on LinkedIn or only visible to me. Depends on what's your preference, but I would suggest that you can just change it to only visible to me. You can change. We can see your last name. Do you want it limited to the people that you're directly connected to on LinkedIn, or do you want other people that are not signing into LinkedIn to be able to see your last name? So you can decide to you can manage your active status. Like for instance, when you're online, do you want your connections alone to see that you're online, or do you want everybody on LinkedIn to know that you're online once you're online? So LinkedIn give you a way that you can customize your visibility. That way you can limit the kind of information that you're sharing to people online, because people can use this information to um, make or attack, or just create an online presence of you and then use it to scam other people. So we want to limit that. So you can share your profile update with your network. It depends on what you want, but this time we're sticking to privacy and security. So the next thing I want to do is let's go to data privacy. And this one is a way that you can see so many things. So when you review your data privacy, you can consider changing your invitations to connect to only people who know your email address or appear in your imported contact list. This will reduce like fake account from attempting to connect to you. So all this is available, all these options is available to you. Who can reach you? You just want your invitations to be able to connect to you, or do you want invitations from your network? So this kind of information can help when you're trying to limit the amount of information that you want people to see. Um, and also, apart from all these, you can also there are other two options that I would suggest that we do when you're creating your LinkedIn password. Please use a longer password character. That is always better. And then you should use capital letters and special characters in your passwords. So another thing that's very, very important, I know I'm an advocate for MFA, and that's multi-factor authentication. And that has to do with when you sign in into your account, instead of using your password, you can set up your MFA profile. That way, once you sign in with your password, you'll be prompted to get a text, and in the text, you will get a code. And um, instead of you signing in with your password alone, you would have to enter a code as a second step of verification. So to set up your LinkedIn profile, MFA, you can just go to settings, and you can go to just we're right here. So you can go to sign in and secure. So in sign-in and security, there's an option for you to set up your MFA. And what we mean by MFA is multi-factor authentication, which is still the same thing as two-step verification. So it's easy for you to sign in. Let's say someone get a hold of your password, right? If you set up a two-factor authentication, it will be difficult for the person to sign in into your account using only your password, because when you sign up your two-step of verification, you have to put in your password, and then you would either receive a code. um you will receive a code sent to your mobile phone number for you to enter the code that's sent to you into the screen that you're trying to log in. So what I'm trying to say is that you would require your password and another verification step for you to be able to sign in into your account, which provides a good and better security for you. Like I said, if someone gets your password, they would have to have the code for them to be able to sign into your account. They would not be able to use your password. I'm an advocate for using multi-factor authentication, which is the same thing as two-step verification. And there are different ways by which you can use the two-step verification after using your password. You can use a Microsoft Authenticator app. You can use so many options for you to use, but the common ones are, setting up your mobile phone number, and then once you sign in with your password, and then you will get a code with the phone number that you use to register, and then you will have to enter the code after entering your password. To learn how hackers utilize platforms, it's very important to it's very, very important for us to know how hackers utilize platforms like LinkedIn to gather information, and what steps we can take to protect ourselves. So in this video, I talked about how we can limit the information that we share on LinkedIn, or that's available to people on LinkedIn, is that would help us make sure that we're doing what we can to protect our personal information. So if you enjoyed this video, please don't forget to subscribe to my YouTube channel.